I lost all control. Take this letter and read. Under the weather and wear my sweater I gave you. What's wrong? Oh, what's wrong?
Alright, sorry guys. I'm setting up my show a little late today.
What's wrong with knowing you better? What's wrong with knowing you better? I fell from space. I left this race. I lost all grace when I saw your face.
Exhausted after a shift.
Control, I lost control, I lost control, I lost control, I lost control, I lost.
So I went ahead and uploaded everything.
I lost control. I lost control. I lost control. I lost control. lost control. I 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 lost control.
All right, sorry guys. I'm setting up my show a little late today because I just been exhausted after a shift. So I went ahead and uploaded everything late morning, or really I started working on it early morning. So I got up early, started working on the vlog, and then I set it up late morning. I try to set it up to sometime in the night so you're getting it early morning. We're gonna try to change that, and we're gonna try to limit everything to 30 minutes. But I wanted to show you one thing real quick. All right, so I found something that might help. It's basically, because I'm gonna do some lifts and stuff and some push-ups, but I'm not gonna show you all that. I wanted to show you something, and I want to show the whole body so you can see it like this. So I have to be like about right here. But you want to take your arm and your knee down this way, because you want to keep your ACL, especially your knee, you want to keep them strong. And so this is a good stretch to do before going out to, let's say, like hiking, or if you're going just doing like floor work, or if you're doing anything. And what you do is you're going to lean forward, so you're putting pressure on your knee. So you're leaning forward, and you want to do this right here. So you're going all the way back. Now this, you want to switch, so you get it in your head what you're doing. You're switching on the body. You do the same thing here. You'll notice if you're left-handed or right-handed, you'll feel the difference between the two. You can control this one much better. Okay, then eventually what you want to do is keep going here. Okay, not too many times, maybe 10, maybe 5. It keeps that shoulder in line, but it also puts pressure on the ACL in a light way. Because if you look right here, hear the ACL pop because I have a slight injury. You're doing this and getting it ready for the jog. Same thing here. You heard it in the shoulder too. That was a shoulder pop too. I met this lady, New York. She was a dancer, and she did something similar, but we'd lay down, and it was a slower move. But I'm saying throughout the day, you can get that out of the way to keep your body looser. Now, don't just, if you have an injury, don't just do it like crazy. You know, you can slow it down. So if you're in an injury, you can keep it like here and keep the whole thing in like slow motion so that you're rotating that. And same here, where you're rotating it here. I learned it from a lady named Teva. She Bajorkin or something, I can't remember her last name. She was like Polish or something. but she was a dancer. And we did these things pretty much every day before class. And we were learning what's known as the Alexander technique, which is another thing that I recommend on really any kind of journey that you're on, especially if it's hiking, things like that. So I like hiking. Okay, I found it. I recommend this. You can still get it on Amazon Books. You can get it on Kindle, and you can get it on, I believe, I'll have to double check, but I think Apple Books has it, and Google Books. But a child, a baby, has perfect posture when it's born. See how it's balancing on the guy's hand? And it teaches you to let go of inhibition, like fear, so they can focus on posture. And there's techniques and stuff. It's not going to show what I showed. That was a technique I learned from a dancer. But it's going to go over things that you can do to elongate parts of, I'm going to say elongate parts of your body, but open up parts of your body so you can focus on your voice. So you have less glottal stops and you're speaking, clearly and without scratching part of the voice while you speak. Because if you're in fear and you slump and your posture's out, it's going to create what's known as glottal stops. It's a lot about posture. And Alexander, who Michael Gelb wrote about, was a doctor. It was basically, he mostly focused on the voice through the body. So he focused on using the body to access the voice. But check it out. It's a good book. It's called Body Learning. It's very, very good. All right. One more thing I wanted to show you about ACL. Because I'm trying to strengthen ACL right here. It's a minor injury, most likely a bruise, but it can affect you pretty seriously, especially if you've had an injury before. I have it in my knees, but I have had an injury in my ankles, which can affect that alignment. But it was the left ankle that I injured here when I was 15. I'm older now. I'll show you one more thing on ACL. ACL's in the knee. Now, take some weight right here. Just bring the weight up. This is only roughly about 50 pounds, including the bar, I think. No, it's a little more. 25 and 25, and then the bar. What you want to do, and I'll show you from this right here. Let me see if I can show. It's just come down here, and then a little lift. Little one, and a lift. I can feel in the knee and the ATL. So it's gonna be on the right one right here. Okay? I'm feeling just a little bit of pressure, but you're doing little tiny ones. Not anything major, not major squats or anything. Okay? So over time, the body is gonna send a signal to your mind and to the rest of your body to start preparing healing. But you don't want to do too much. You want to do little, because it's a slight injury. You still want to try and walk. You could just hear it click right there. You want to still try to walk, but you want to slowly, stretch it and use it, because the body will send signals to that part of the knee to start the healing. One other thing I did last night, and it made it feel better. I'll show you one last thing, because I want to post this as ATL injury, is little kind of kicks, like little ones, not anything serious, okay? If you know Hoist Gracie, his main target was the kneecap. No one wanted to fight that guy, because if you took out the kneecap, that was it. There was no fight. And he did it like this. It was a slight little kick. I'm gonna show it to you. So you take out someone's kneecap, the fight's over. I'm gonna show you, okay? It's a little kick. Don't think of it as something where you're trying to break their knee or anything. He only wanted to injure them so that they would not be able to go back and fight him again. That's why Hoist Gracie was one of the best. He took that knee, the fight was over. So he would stand here, and there were little kicks. Watch it on YouTube. They're just little kicks, like that. Just little tiny kicks. Because the thigh is very strong. So when he was fighting, just little kicks. See how, if you think of a guitar player, when they're playing guitar, they're only moving their fingers and their body. You're basically using your body as an instrument. So it's just a little kick. Like, get away, there goes your knee. Fight's over. Knee gone, fight over. Now, what it's gonna do to the fighter is it's gonna put the fighter out of business. Hoist Gracie did that. He'd put fighters out of business. That way they couldn't come back and get a rematch. Because after he got that knee, and then
ACL,
it was all over for their career. No one wanted to fight Hoist Gracie. So that's why I want to talk
ACL.
about the ACL and how that's an important object in a fight. You take out the knee, no more fighting. True story. I gotta go on a hike. I'll see you guys in about 2 hours. Kitty, I told you, no more wet food until tonight. Got it? Okay. All right. 1 hour. There it is. And 31 minutes. Look at it over here. Anyway, check out. We're gonna do our daily report. It was 1 hour and 31 minutes. For some reason, when I open it back up, it switched to stopwatch rather than digital clock. I have no idea why. If you know how to switch that back, let me know. All right, I'm gonna show it to you. There's the 1 hour, 31 minutes, 55 seconds, and 47th of a second. There it is. Switched it back. 1 hour, 31 minutes, and 55 seconds, and the 47th. Okay. Now, what I recommend on cool down is cool it down a little bit. Doesn't have to be ice cold, but you've got like a little thing like this. This will help you in the summer when it gets to like 110 outside, because it'll be 100. I'll have most of the weight off probably by August. I could be 170 by September. It's kind of my goal, but we'll have to see. We're gonna look at steps right here. Last time I had a little bit of trouble seeing it with a dimmer light. You can see it way better. 1 hour, 31 minutes, and 55 seconds. Now we're gonna show, that was the hike, or a little bit of jogging, a little bit of military stomp and run. There was a Shamu out there, so I kind of was like, this is how you guys do it. And then I did some what was called P90. I learned that from some Latinos. That's kind of like where you pick a point. It could be a mailbox or a couple telephone poles. And you don't dead sprint, but you keep a good sprint, enough to get cardio. When I'm really getting there, I'll be doing some dead sprints. And we'll talk about dead sprints later. That's when you take off as fast as you can. I don't recommend any more than 50 yards at my age. I'm 49. But if you want to go for the 100-yard dash, work your way up to it. First with 50 yards. The following week, go with the 60 yards. Make sure you're at least running at least 5 to 6 times a week. If you're going to be doing the sprint thing, or at least 4 times a week, no less than 4 times a week, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and then take the weekend off, or Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, something like that. Now, if you do 6 days a week, you might can move it up to 70-yard sprint, just one time throughout the run. I'd say after about 3 weeks of doing a 70-yard sprint, move it up to 80 yards. Then after about a month, maybe 2, move it up to about a 90-yard sprint. After about 3 good months, you can move it up to a 100-yard dead sprint. At my age, you want to work your way up. Ask Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise looks better than most teenagers. Right here. We are going to work it. We're going to talk about it. Now, I don't have a GoPro. If you want to donate for me to get a GoPro, just send me the money through my PayPal. Say it's for GoPro. I'll buy a GoPro and we'll do a jog. We'll do a jog or dead sprint vlog. We can talk about it because you can hear the GoPro as we do it. But if you guys want to fund me, get a GoPro, and we'll do a whole jogging thing. Right now, I'm just keeping that kind of private. But anyway, right there. That's the general basic of it right there. It's the general of it right there. About 1 hour and 30 minutes. Now we're going to look at the distance and steps. All right, guys, we're going to look at basically what we're doing. Okay. Let's look at the 14th and to the 18th. And I'm just going to show you. I'm resting my ATL. You can hear right here. Not every time. Show you basically the pain where it's at. It's on this side. That's probably where I hit the picnic table. It was a picnic table bench, the lower end of a picnic table. And when it hits here, it'll create a little bit of pressure here. But I can still walk. I can still jump around. It does get a little warm when I'm out there running. And if it just gets too bad, just take a couple of days off. Let it just heal, and then also put some cold compression on it. Don't worry about hot. I stay away from hot compression when I can. Just keep it cold. So don't worry about the hot compression. Put on something cold. It could be ice, a bag of peas, or if you get some of those thermal things or those cooling things at because a lot of those will cool off if you put them in the freezer at Walgreens or CVS. We'll talk about that in a minute. All right. Here, I'm gonna have you look at Kitty for a minute. Just give me a second. I gotta open something up. All right, this is what I want to show you. Just give me a second. I gotta get it ready. Sorry about that. Just give me 1 second. Okay. Here we are on Sunday. This last Sunday, you saw this earlier. It was 12,055 steps. We did complete a total of 5 miles. And that's going to be on average, okay? Let's go all the way to this one. We did 12,497 steps as opposed to 12,055. I think I might have got on the track a little bit right here. I don't know why, increased steps, but it did. It must have been a different path. I could have had to go around a certain way. Things like that. Now, I took this day off. Wait, hang on, let me look. I took this day off. There we go. I took the 16th off to rest the ATL and the knee. I took another day off to rest the ATL. So that day I was taking off for the knee, and I took off the other day to rest for this knee right here. Okay. So I felt better. I was like, well, okay, this is gonna work, and this is what we did today. So we did a little less steps. We did 11,844, but we completed that 5 mile. And you saw the time, which we're gonna look at the time, was 1 hour and 31:55 for 5 miles. So you can tell what I'm doing on speed. We're gonna try to change that and do a little bit better. Okay? All right. Now, I'll show you later what I'm doing on the delivery, because we do up to 2 miles on delivery. And I do have to check out a tire and things like that. So we're gonna be talking about a tire later on. All right? Now, real quick, guys, this is almost a little faster than a walk, okay? It's not much faster than a walk. I am doing a little bit of running, not a whole lot of sprinting in there, and that'll change the time on it. This is not necessarily, I'm not saying this is particularly a running or jog, but it is some running and jog. Because if it was 20 minutes, which is an average walk per mile, that would be a little bit longer. Okay, if you take 20 times 5, which is 100. This is 60 plus the 31, which is 90. It's 1 hour and 31 minutes, so it comes out to 91 minutes. It's a little bit different. All right, my cat has got underneath here. I don't know what's going on with him. Let me turn the light on. Okay, my cat has gotten underneath here. I don't know what's wrong with him. Come on, kitty, stop pretending. Come on. He just does that sometimes when I leave, he does it. And that's what I'm trying to feed him right here. Come on, kitty, you get an extra meal. Maybe he just wants dry. I don't know. Come on, kitty. Yeah, I don't know. I've never seen this. It came out of nowhere. I was watching Adam the Woo and CBGB. They do got a really good movie about Hilly Crystal on CBGB. Talking Heads were one of the... Television was one of the first bands that played at CBGB. He hadn't mentioned it yet. I haven't watched all of it. It was television. And the Talking Heads and, of course, Ramones. But the guy that started it all was Hilly Crystal. And yeah, the Talking Heads did... They played at Radio City Music Hall. Yeah, this is such an annoyance. That's why I'm vlogging. I don't really know how to get in. Come on, kitty. Hey, what are we doing? What's going on? Come on. I'm gonna be doing this all day, kitty. Come on. I see he's like at a certain angle. He must be comfortable. It's like nice and cool or something. Kitty, come on. Come on. Yeah, this is gonna be really tough. Hey, come on. Come on. Here. Yeah, he's really wedged in there. I'm gonna have to remove a lot of this stuff right here. I got this thing too. I travel with this thing right here. I've traveled with like 3 or 4 apartments. I think I had this one at the house and off of West Rochelle. It went to Cleanest Ranch. It went to Mansions at Sunset Ridge, and it went here. This is one that came with the place. I was installed. I use a backup. Kitty, what's going on? What are we doing? He's starting to step right there. This one is probably one that I need to remember there. Hey, no, we can't do that. Come on. You want to grab them about right here? That's what their mamas used to do. And just kind of pull a little bit. Come on, kitty, it's okay. Here. And then you want to grab where the shoulders are here and just kind of pull them. He's never done this before. It's okay, kitty. There we go. Born from the under the sink. Now go get something to eat, okay? Go over there. Stop acting funny. I don't know. I'm supposed to play with him for 20 minutes. I guess, I don't know. He just got weird. I'm supposed to play with him for 20 minutes. Daily, at least. Are you okay? Yeah, Romeo did this one time. Right before I left Maine. Romeo and Mojo, they started acting just like that. They're prophetic, nearly. Cats are. They can read energy levels and stuff. They're very gifted when it comes to... They're more talented than dogs if law enforcement ever wanted to use them for certain things. Now, they're not going to be like the best attack. They can because of their claws, but dogs are obviously would overpower because dogs have the bodily strength that a cat can run really, really quick. But as messengers and as people that can, or not people, but they're cats, as, it's on there, it is, as, I don't know, it's about messengers, but as smelling things, as detectors, they're really good. They can detect things. They can be trained. There was a Russian that trained a whole thing of cats. He was able to train these cats to do a circus show with this clicker. There's a little clicker thing. There's little clicker things. And he was able to train the cats in this little circus show. And they were able to... I need to clean some of this stuff. All right. Are you ready? I've never seen this before. Huh. What's going on? Is it me? He's just acting kind of weird. He'll snap out of it. He did this one time before. Come on, kitty. I didn't give him in dry. I was gonna play with him. Here we go. It's not like him. Look at his back claw right there. You okay? What's going on? He wants to get in here. I need to do child safety. Child safety stuff. Snap out of it, okay? Come on. You okay? Here. Here's this thing. Maybe it hurts something. You know, they hear really well. What's going on? Are you okay? Yeah, he's just, I don't know. I'm gonna shut these. It might because he gets this way during the day when I'm gone. And that's very strange. He loves that cat food. Hey, kitty. What's going on? You okay? You okay? He goes. It's okay. You okay? Okay. There he goes. Maybe he just wanted to be reassured. They need that. Pets need reassurance. They can get scared and codependent, or they can just go really independent. Anyway, we're gonna cut here. All right, we're headed to Discount Tires. Right now we're okay. I had to put some air in it. It's about 18. Did some fix it flat last night. It's a back right. That one right there, the back right. So we gotta keep an eye on it. We're dealing with 177,211 miles on the speedometer. 92 degrees Fahrenheit. Really about 88. That's what's reading on the car. May 18th, 2023, we're headed to Discount Tires. And I do have a Century Discount Tire vlog that got a lot of attention. We're headed on our way right now. Welcome to the Please Subscribe show with your host, moi, Cole Spivey. As in Cole Spivey. It's a name that means, Cole means peace child. Spivey means field of wheat. But I was thinking about changing the band's name. Instead of the Cole and Linda Filmmaker Band, I was thinking about changing it to either Beautiful Peace Child or Peace Child Beautiful. Something like that.